Too much screen time on our devices can result in disabilities to babies and children, not just to their eyes, but to their development as well. I'm no expert, but the people in this short video following are, so please watch. This is something we all need to know.
The research is pretty clear now that too much early screen time can contribute to learning disabilities. And they might be disabilities of attention, they might be disabilities involving the language system, such as reading difficulties. But I think the bottom line here for parents is, as this research keeps coming in, that they really monitor and really limit the amount of screen time that preschoolers have. And the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no screen time for children under age 2 and only an hour a day. Now that includes videos, that includes TV, that includes computers, and that doesn't seem like very much in this day and age. But if you want your child to be a good student, this is an area where you may have to step in and say, I believe this and I'm going to follow these guidelines.
You may have wondered, as your kids are staring into screens, you may have wondered what impact that's having, and it's having a lot. And we're not enemies of the screen. The screen is fine, it's good, iPads are good, TV is fine, video games are fine, etc. The thing to think about is how much. So it's really about how much time is this guy's brain in front of a screen, because that's what will affect brain development. So birth to 2, we really want almost no screen time. This brain has been developing over, say, 1 million years or so, and it develops by touching things. And especially birth to 2, it needs to touch things. It needs to put them in the mouth, etc., and feel them sensorially for the brain to grow and be healthy. So birth to 2, we want almost no screen time. All of us who are parents, of course, have had our kids watch videos, and so it's no condemnation, but we want to be thinking that. Now, after 2, more screen time. But even after 2, watch out for the program. If the program has very fast-moving images, and the kid is 2 to 5, let's say, that can be dangerous for the development of the kid because the brain is trying to accommodate these fast-moving images and it can create glitches in the brain. So think screen time, think how much, and think the quality of it. If we take control of screen time, then we really make it an asset for humanity, but if you don't take control of it, by the time that boy's 15, he's gonna spend 5 hours in front of a screen, and that's gonna be bad for his brain.
For babies' development, reciprocal dialogue is extremely important for language development and social interaction, sharing facial expressions and reacting to the other person in real life rather than passive listening or one-way interaction with the screen. Nearly half of children 8 and under have their own tablet and spend an average of 2.25 hours a day on digital screens. Children who spend more than 2 hours a day on screen time activities scored lower on language and thinking tests. Preschoolers who had more than 2 hours screen time daily had a nearly 8-fold, that's 8 times increase in ADHD. Additionally, the frontal lobe development may be affected, making it difficult to develop empathy and the ability to read social cues like facial expressions. These last 2 photos here are scary. These little boys are so close, and also don't watch screens in a darkened room. Make sure they're well lit. Another thing is, if we watch screens all the time, our panoramic sight will disappear. In the future, if we do it enough, we're going to have, this will be our sight. So we want to see the big, wide, wonderful world, and that's another reason. And there'll still be screen times, but not before 2. Everything I read is not before 2. And the older kids will adjust. They'll still have screen time. And there is a chart in Dr. Cross's article that I'm including here now, and it gives the appropriate screen time by ages, so take a look. You may want to print this out as well. And I've noticed, have you young mothers nursing their babies, watching their phones while they're nursing the baby and not making that vital contact? We all know about it, the vital contact that's needed for the eyes, the baby watching their mother as they nurse. So put away your phones, please. Thank you. Anyone who's feeding babies, look at the baby, don't look at your phone. Also, Dr. Cross includes ways to adjust to this for everybody and what screen times you can have together. And, meal times you want the sociability of meal times and other things so the kids can develop normally. She also includes a link to a common sense media, and that gives a lot of suggestions for what's appropriate things to watch, apps, games, videos by age, and they don't have the rapidity of the colors assaulting our eyes. So there are some adjustments. I know you want to make them, especially with those young babies. So I think we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can. And I hope this helps you, and read the articles, and we'll have our kids with wonderful blossoming brains as well as enjoying their screens. This is Valerie Markley, and I'm asking you to subscribe because we'll get more visibility for people to see this. And also, if you pass it along to your friends and family that you think need this information, that would be great too. Thanks.